Welcome to Masai Mara, the world's famous wildlife tourist destination located in Kenya and bordering with Serengeti National Park located in Tanzania. The Masai Mara was named in the honor of Masai people, the ancestral inhabitants of the area. The word Mara means spotted, that's why it's called Masai Mara. The moment you hear about Masai, what comes to your mind? It's none other than the Big Five, which is originated from the challenges faced by early hunters trying to track and kill these animals. Today it refers to lion, leopard, elephant, rhino and buffalo, which are some of the Africa's most iconic and impressive wildlife. I have spotted 4 out of 5 except rhino, but no regrets as I have spotted other animals including hippos, cheetahs, giraffes and zebras. If you are planning to visit Masai Mara, then you should watch this full video as I will provide complete travel guide including budget, visa, how to book activities, etc. So without wasting much time, let's get into the actual video. Thank you. Okay, first things first, let's understand the geography. Good news, we have a direct flight from India to Kenya, which is from Mumbai to Nairobi. And once you land in Nairobi, your activity provider will pick you from the airport itself, so nothing to worry. So it's very simple map. From Nairobi, you will start all the way to Limuru, which is the Rift Valley. And from Rift Valley, you will again start going towards Narok and then to Masai Mara. In the Masai Mara, this is where you usually stay. You'll have many tent stays. You'll be staying in their area, and then you'll be in search of finding animals and exploring the complete Masai Mara for the next 2-3 days. So you will also have an option to go to Tanzania border. This is the famous migration point where animals from Tanzania Serengeti Park move from Tanzania to Masai Mara, which is in Kenya, and all the Discovery channels you keep seeing, right? This is where the area. And that's it, you just finish off your Masai Mara trip and then come back to Nairobi and get back to India. It's very simple, not very complex. Let's try to understand the budget summary because it is very important element when it comes to your travel. We have a good news as there is a direct flight from India to Nairobi, which is from Mumbai to Kenya, and it will cost approximately 35,000, which is up and down, and you can book through any online platform. When it comes to visa, again it's a very simple process. E-visa, it will cost approximately 3,000, and I will show you how to apply for visa and get it through online in the upcoming video. When it comes to accommodation and food, the reason why I have meant zero because it is part of your activity. Any activity you booked for Kenya Safari will be including your accommodation and food. So you don't need to worry about that. So activities, I have mentioned 60,000 because 20,000 it will cost for the Kenya Safari, which includes your pickup from your airport at Nairobi all the way to Masai Mara and stay for 2 nights and food, including breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then again in return, they will again drop you back in the Nairobi airport. But what about the remaining 40,000? That's because you have to pay 20,000 approximately per day for the Masai Mara entry, which means 40,000 for 2 days. So overall, 20,000 for your entire safari, including your pickup, drop, your stay, accommodation, everything, and then 40,000 for your Masai Mara entry. Remember, there is no tips included in this, and drinks are excluded. And when it comes to SIM, you can apply online from India itself, around 2,000. So approximately it will cost around 1 lakh, which is really a good deal. When it comes to the other inputs, charger, it's type D or G, which is 3 round pin. Sometimes even India pin will works, so you don't need to worry. Currency Kenya shillings, again you will not get it anywhere unless you actually get it in the Kenya airport itself, but USD is accepted everywhere, so not to worry about that. But payment mode is, when it comes to payment mode, card payments accepted everywhere and physical cash is advisable. Activities always book in advance, and local transfers since it is already covered as part of your activity, so you don't need to worry about that. Let's understand the visa process. Open your browser and search for Atlas, get into their website, search for Kenya, which is your travel destination. Just enter that, and it's very easy. It's just a regular process about information. You straightly go and click on start application. It will take some time, and as I already have my details preloaded, it will show. Otherwise you just need to upload your passport, front page, back page and your photo. Click continue. Co-travel if you want you can add, otherwise continue. Insurance as well if you want you can add, otherwise continue. And that's it. It's very simple. It's not a big deal as such. Now it will ask you to get into the payment mode. You just need to click on pay visa, and that's it. You'll get it in 2-3 days time. Now let's see how to book activities. Just open browser, search for Get Your Guide, which is very good app. Enter into their website, search for Kenya. You get a lot of activities. I suggest do not even get into anything, just straight away book this activity, which is first one, which is 17,000, but it will cost approximately 20k, which is best thing. It covers everything, like it's 3 day 2 night. You start from Nairobi to Masai Mara, and again they drop you back to Nairobi. In between you'll be able to see other places, and it has multiple options. everything is included, you can see, except drinks and tips and the Masai Mara fee. That is why I have told in the budget summary like you may have to spend 40,000 additional apart from this 20k. So here you have options for 17,000, 19,000, 19,000 and all. You can pick and choose, but I guess including Masai Mara village visit is the best thing you can see. Okay, enjoy the real experience now.